The art community on TikTok was in shambles after a new Minecraft art challenge dropped and caused quite the stir among artists and regular Minecraft art enjoyers. This new art challenge, which was basically a draw this in your style, featured artists taking the Enderman character from Minecraft and then drawing him in their art style, giving him a unique personality as well as other notable human features. And while one side of the art community were all drooling and simping over some of these drawings, the other side were furiously hating some of these drawings and were calling the artists out, starting with this drawing, which was probably the most hated drawing of all. This drawing by artist Rohan on TikTok is possibly the most hated Enderman fan art on TikTok and probably one of the most controversial fan art I have seen on the internet. Their TikTok video has over 6 million views, but the amount of likes don't.
What makes it so controversial? I don't understand. Let me know down below. Why is this image so controversial?
Even come close at all, with over 12,000.
Stop saying he's black like WTF. He's drawing Enderman, but he's what? You ain't gonna act as if I can't read with your typo. But in his style, not in his style, but in his style. So stop saying that. Maybe because he is black, but I don't know. I wonder why people are giving criticism. And the rest of it is in a different language.
Comments and 40,000 shares. A lot of people on TikTok had quite a lot to say about the drawing. I'm sorry, this shit pissed me off. That's just a guy with
I just learned something. PMO means piss me off. I am an old man. That's just a guy with purple eyes. People could just make anything go viral with controversy. Like anything.
Eyes. Why is Enderman always whitewashed? Minecraft Enderman? No. Chinese Enderman? Yes. It will seem an absurdly large amount of people in the comments all seem to have a problem with the drawing, especially because of how the
effing freaking black skin color. And can you also make his lips bit pink? Oh gosh, man, that's okay.
Artist drew Enderman. Words like whitewashing, pale skin, and thin lips kept popping up left, right, and center. And the metaphorical huge crowd that had gathered outside the residential abode of the artist's comment section were calling each other out and arguing amongst themselves on how Enderman was supposed to look like if he were to be drawn as a human. Now, based on the general appearance of Enderman in Minecraft, who is rather quite tall.
Oh, so that's the biggest controversy, is that he's supposed to be a black man. I don't think that's even a man. He's just all black. It looks more like a monster to me. Then again, I don't know anything about Minecraft, so I'm coming from an ignorant perspective, just to say that as a disclaimer. But judging by what I'm seeing, he's wearing all black. Now, if it was a black man, he would not be just fully naked, right? Even Steve from Minecraft, you could tell he's wearing clothes. This entity got glowing purple eyes, and he is all black. All black. No clothing. Purple eyes. This glowing neon purple eyes. This doesn't come off as a black person, white. I don't know what this is. Now I can understand this whole controversy because I didn't know where it originally came from.
Slim with an almost skeletal frame and is also completely black skinned with purple glowing eyes and a purple dark aura floating around. There seem to be certain check marks artists are meant to keep in mind when drawing their human version of Enderman, and these same check marked features were what Minecraft art enjoyers were constantly looking for whenever they saw a human version of the Enderman character. 1. Enderman should have darker skin. Well, because he's dark skinned in the game, I guess. 2.
It's not even a thin. The limbs are elongated from the arms and legs. Not wearing no clothes. They got glowing neon purple eyes. This looks more like an entity than a black person. What black person you know has elongated arms and legs with a small torso and no clothes on with neon purple eyes glowing? Like, come on.
2. Enderman should preferably not have
You will
Eurocentric
make
features.
anything
If
controversial.
his skin is black, then I guess this one is self-explanatory. 3. His personality should be mysterious, but it's open to the artist's interpretation, and the rest is left at the artist's options to the drawing, where
So they all making him K-pop. They all make him a K-pop Giga Chad. I mean, judging by the source, it don't seem like that. Okay, honestly, my main issue with this is the lack of creative design. Why is it just always a match of hair and eye color and call it a day? Crying. Just keep drawing white characters. Is that white? It looks more Asian. It looks like anime. Looks anime. Just keep drawing white characters like that and don't care what they say about you. I don't really care what people say. I'm gonna still make this Minecraft, and they suffer it like crap, and I'm the number 2.
and then call it a day. This shit is so ass.
I wanna. Okay. Why the F? I ain't reading the top part. Why the F is he white? What? He's so ugly. Actually, remake this and make him into a skinny black guy. Right now, I'm so serious. Why so serious?
Bro, why the actual fuck is he white? He's
he
so
cursed.
ugly. Actually remake this and
There's
make
no cursing
particular
here. Alright, so then look, this is how he looks, right? If you guys want me to make an interpretation out of this, let me know in the comment section down below. Alright? And let's get this channel to over 1,000. It's over 1,000, and then eventually it's over 9,000. Because then I will go live and I can talk to you guys. We can go back and forth in communication and talk about what I should do during the drawing process, and have this nice correlation. Community. We need to build the community. All right. Let's make this person black and great again. Where's the flags and everything? Yes, confetti. Pew, pew, pew. And I do have confetti too. Where's the confetti? I have confetti. Look at it. Yay! Let's make it. Come on. Let's make this character the way it should. That's right. Let's do it.
Since they were just fictional characters, an artist should be allowed to draw their own headcanons of what the character should look like, which makes it quite remarkable when people are dogpiling on the artist just because they drew the character how they perceive them to look like in their heads. A lot of people became so mad.
Is that even Enderman? The S ain't, I don't know what TS is. I don't know what that is. I'm an old man. Where's Enderman? Where's Enderman? Where's Enderman? I don't see it. I got my glasses on. I don't see it. Therefore, I don't believe it. No.
About this artist's fan art of Enderman, and some quite talented individuals decided to take matters into their own hands by fixing the fan art and redrawing it in their own way. Like this artist.
They're like this. They're like, let me see if I get is this the close up? Here it is, full view. I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. They always say, if you want to have it done right, you got to do it yourself. Oh, man. Let's continue.
Just for instance.
Okay. What? Whoa. What? Like I said, if you guys, I'm gonna do something different. Let's put it that way, right? I mean, okay, got dreadlocks. Rastafarian Enderman. While we're dealing with all of this with my terrible Jamaican accent,
with performance and
get out of here with the Harbor Ferret. I don't want no power tools. I am the power tool man.
I never thought I'll see the day where King Von gets used as a reference for Minecraft fan art, but there's always a first time for everything. This new version of the Enderman character did its best in stirring the
Okay, now let's hear what people have to say. I don't really care what people say. Why he low-key look like dark choco or dark cocoa cookie? What was that guy? The Cookie Monster? Cookie Monster. I'm the Cookie Monster. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter what skin color the character has. Now it doesn't matter. You can draw whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. Yo, you can have whatever you like. It's crazy how people are blatantly, yeah, I ain't saying that word. The R word. You can literally draw whatever you want. I'm sorry, but since when was a character? They're not real people, right? I mean, Batman is not real, right? Spider-Man is not real. They're all Caucasians. They're Caucasians, but they're not real. None of these people are real. Goku, not real. These are all fictional characters. Don't blend and take it too seriously into our reality.
pots getting people with different opinions to come smashing heads together. While some people were leaving comments telling the artist to reduce the amount of detail in.
What are they saying? What type of username is die? With the, what is it? That truck? That uncanny show that I watched when I was a kid that always creased me out. Thomas the tow truck or truck, whatever it was called. Ugh, that thing creased me out. It doesn't matter. I thought I said it doesn't matter. It isn't even about the skin color. Now it's not about the skin color. All right. It's not even about the skin color. The white one just lacks originality. It's just a pale anime guy with purple eyes. How is that an Enderman? Am I saying his name right? Enderman? Endgames? Bro, there's too much details. I recommend taking off some details. You know, like example, his clothes with the heart emojis. Emojis for everybody.
In the drawing and post it again without clothes so they could examine the fact to do that as a community just once, just one time. Okay, I know that seems to be asking a lot, especially from people or two, by fixing their drawing, but this time making everything completely black and as close to the Enderman character as possible. Behold.
Yeah, look at that. Is that, let me know down below, is that Enderman? Because I never played Minecraft. But seeing the reference and looking at that. No. How about no? Not happening. That don't look like it. In my opinion. IMO, as people say.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm glad other people in the comments also realized this was just totally rude and uncalled for, and we're calling the art fixer for doing too much for no reason at all, which is quite nice seeing other people stand up for the artist. While I think this art of Enderman is rather basic, we have to understand Endermen are not confirmed black. Yes, they don't look black. That's what I said before. They're Enderman. Let me put on the glasses. I gotta get into character, people. Well, okay, people. Well, I think, okay. While I think this art of Enderman is rather basic, we have to understand Endermen are not confirmed black. They're Endermen, they don't have a race. Please stop harassing people for making their interpretation of Enderman when there's no canon look for a humanized one. You know, I kind of sound like Steve Urkel and Ben Shapiro put together with the nasally voice, like Jeff Nippert as well. We all have that nasally voice, you know. Shine, shine, your trust, I don't mind. Anyway,
Let's continue.
of Enderman is rather basic. We have to understand Enderman and block video game, and if it matters so much.
Okay. Oh, my brother, stop complaining about whitewashing. Is there art? It's literally a character from a block video game. A block one. Not circle, not triangle, a block one. Okay? Think of these shapes like PS2. That's the only game I got. How do you say this in America? A PlayStation. PlayStation. And if it matters so much to you, draw it yourself or try to draw yourself correctly. There is no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong way. You know, I go with the waves, like the song, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting. I'm drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning.
much to you, then draw it yourself correctly. There
Oh
is no
man.
right or wrong way, more simplified than the rest. The drawing also doesn't take itself too seriously because their art style is just much
Why
more
so
simplified
serious?
than the other artists. The headcanon design for Enderman is also different from the others and have him wearing a suit with a purple tie, which I think is pretty cool and would work perfectly well if they were making a
See, they're making their own interpretation because Enderman, based on the source that I've seen, he is completely a naked. Or just have it fused with him wearing all black and his skin tone is black too. Have it in one. So he's a shadowy type of figure with purple glowing eyes as the contrast. It don't need to be black with black negroid features. It don't even need to be white. It don't need to be Asian because people in reality just don't look like that. So that's a hint if you guys want me to make my own interpretation of it. And that will take some days because a part of me, I'm thinking like, should I make it as a sketchbook or should I do a digital rendition? If I do a digital one, type in digital down below. If you want me to go traditional, just type in traditional down below. Or T. T or D. Make it easier for you. Type in D for digital or T for traditional.
Minecraft webtoon. As usual, people immediately started hating their drawing because
Let's keep going. White watching. Oh, I gotta get into character whenever I talk like that. White watching a pitch black being is crazy work, yo.
because of the skin tone they gave Enderman, accusing the artist of white.
Enderman definitely has dark skin. You made Enderman white is insane. Insane on the membrane. Insane on the brain.
Different.
Now they make it into some modern anime version of Fazio. Or Fabio. Fabio? One of those two. No hate, but Endermen are black. And you made him pale as F. With purple hair. And I'm a crying emoji. He doesn't have a canon appearance in human form. So it's just JS. How imagine him. It's just like how I imagine him.
Enderman properly. And at this point, I'm pretty sure the artist had already seen videos of people who had drawn Enderman.
But you know what? What makes it, all jokes aside, which there'll be more jokes later on. What makes it interesting is the fact that it's just not enough information based upon how the character looks, because that's the whole thing with Minecraft. Everything is just blocky and pixelated. So it's, especially him compared to Steve, it's just black and purple. So I actually find it rather interesting of people making interpretations out of the lack of information. I find it more interesting rather than getting into the race card or it should be black because it's black or it should be white. It's nothing. So that's the beauty of it. It's up to the artist's interpretation of it. And I said interpretation a billion times.
Quite different from how TikTok had wanted them to look like, and they probably had it up to their gills with people trying to correct.
There's a moment when the pace slows down.
There's a moment when
Suddenly,
the pace
you're
slows
exactly
down
where you want
and
to
you want to
be.
quench your thirst
Sonoma
with
Couture Sauvignon
soothing,
Blanc is bright,
soothing
refreshing,
wine.
and made
That's
for
right.
moments
We
like
just
this.
gotta dress in
Pour
all
something
white
that
while
shines.
drinking white wine. Sonoma. When you have a lot of money, get yourself that wine. We're not sponsored, by the way. I just like to troll. What is happening here? Is this a okay? Is a female version? somebody's into
This
kinky
tastefully
fins.
satisfying version of sexualizing Enderman comment.
It's 2025 and we are still sexualizing stuff. Actually, we just got started. You hear me, people? We just got started, unfortunately.
All aimed at calling out the creator. And while it's not new for cosplay artists to gender swap a character in their cosplay, a lot of people felt the person was pushing the boundaries between people in the art community on TikTok. All seem to love the most and consider them the proper representation of what Enderman should apparently look like if he were to be human. Hakori Fox made probably the most loved drawing of Enderman on TikTok with their
What is AI too, man? Why is he just like, he's like, is he dancing or something? There's probably music in the background, but copyright.
video receiving a whopping 8 million views, sitting casually at 1.3 million likes and over 20,000
Damn, people, you guys love Enderman that much? Shoot, that make me want to get back on TikTok. If I make this one, I'll definitely post on TikTok because my TikTok is rather low. I mean, you think my YouTube channel is low? Everything else is piss poor. It's not even a follower. Like, I'm laughing at myself.
Comments. Finally, an actually good human Enderman design. What comes after 7? 8. Congratulations, you made the mob that.
Congratulations, you make the only mob in the game black. That still can't swim. Gets mad if you look at it for too long. No hate though. It's good art. Enderman does not look like that. Roses, 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 roses down the gutter. All right, I'm gonna talk regular. It's a lot of work doing that for a while. Do you even? I have to do it so I can stay awake. Do you even expect? Do you even expect Enderman to be a Korean guy with short hair, with purple eyes and buff? Huh? God love the internet.
Losing their watermelons because he was drawn as a black person. Like, what do you to mostly bottom?
They should make a contest out of this, like who would be the best Enderman. And now you got this one. I'm telling you, anime style is at an all-time high, you know? And I think another reason too is because you get way more views if it looks more anime, especially on TikTok, because it's mainly Gen Zs on TikTok. So I think that's another reason why people are having in this type of style.
And he still has the purple glow and aura from his eyes and mouth. And while I like this drawing, what am I even reading at this point?
Let me read.
To like the drawing for totally different reasons, saying things like this.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I ain't reading that. I was gonna read it, but I read it, but I ain't gonna read it out loud. That's crazy. You guys, go outside, man. Go outside. They say touch some grass, lay on the grass, and just make an angel, make a snow angel. So make a grass angel, you know. Just stay outside for a while, get dirty in the mud, so that you can feel good and take a shower and then realize there's more to life than the internet. What is this? I like the Zesty Machine one. Same thing with him. We need to have him touch grass, lick the grass, bathe in the grass, get dirty in the mud like pigs. Because this is not good. Why do we even make him muscular when he is supposed to be really skinny? That's true. Based on what I've seen, he's elongated, right? Like Slenderman. My favorite is the Zesty Machine. Zesty Machine. Watch it get down. Watch it get down. It's a boop, boop, boop on me. What a machine. You zest the machine. Watch it get down, watch it get down, and the zoop, zoop, zoop on me. What a machine. Automatic, systematic. I'm in a. Let me stop. It's a cool design.
TikTok named Zesty Machine, which was a.
Okay, look what they're making. They're doing a speed run. This gets a lot of views. Are you kidding me?
Everything just looks so insanely cool. The design is great. The silhouette is great. The proportions are perfect. And
I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not gonna glaze on this man or woman. Let me not assume the gender. but it looks. I thought there was gonna be more polished look to it, but that was it. I mean, hey, props if you're really young making this, but if you are older and you've been drawing for years, I don't know. I'm not digging it. I like the sketch more than the finished product. Once the person got into the render, it looks rather rough, and I thought they was gonna smooth it out, but
just so
it is what it
freaking
is.
good. I think this trend
Yeah, it
brought
didn't
forth
even.
some really
Yeah, that's just
talented
my
artists
opinion.
on my For You page,
Alright.
regardless of how they drew Enderman. And while a lot of
Okay, so
artists
that's
received
pretty
hate
much
for
it.
their
Everything else is
drawings, I
just
think everyone did
making
great
them
and
buff.
build or
You know what I
called
mean? Like all this.
out.
What is
And if an
happening here?
artist
Enderman
draws
is
their
just a
head
buff
canon of a fictional
anime
character that isn't
character.
original,
Look at that. Look at that waistline that is smaller than most women what they can ever dream of. Waistline looks like a. I'm into bodybuilding and obviously, that waistline is like a 26-inch waist, right? You in order to get a waistline like that, you gotta wear even men. Believe it or not, certain men wear corsets or some type of corset to just squish all that down. It's just not really proportionate with most men. Most men, but there are guys who could look like that, but not for the average. Anyway, that's pretty much it. And I'll always do the shameless plug. Go check out these videos here, you know. And we gotta get this up, man. Look how small the subscriber is. Let's get it to 1,000, man. Come on. I'm putting all this work, man. Uncut, unedited, pure entertainment. Anyway, so yeah, so when it gets bigger, we'll go live. We'll have more of a connection, okay? And you guys could throw suggestions of characters you guys want me to design in the future. And I will look into making this Enderman, whatever character this is, on Minecraft. All right. Until next time, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.